Gallo KC Thunder. Shai, you guys had to make big free throws late. Dub hits that tough runner in the lane. What are those moments feeling like for your group out there in a tight game like this?
Yeah, they sharpen your blade. The highest level of basketball comes down to the end of the game, execution, and winning plays. We did enough of them tonight to get a W, but it's what you want to accomplish. You have to go through that. You have to learn from it. You have to go through it. You have to make mistakes. Yeah, those moments are what you live for.
Your 2 5-men, Chet and Jay Will, gave you something different tonight. Chet obviously consistently throughout. Jay Will able to come in for a short spurt. What did you think of the way that those 2 guys were able to space off of the creators?
Yeah, they were good. They were themselves. They played to their strengths. Both of those guys can shoot really well, obviously, and are easy to play with in space of floor. But yeah, they both are pros, and every time they come in and step the floor, we trust them. They do their job and do what's asked of them.
So obviously we've seen them get downhill this time this year with relative ease, but to do it against revered defenders like Derek White and Drew Holiday, what did you see out there tonight that made getting to the rim as easy as it looked?
I work really hard, and when I work out like the best defender in the world is guarding me, so that in moments like these, it's my comfort zone. I'm aware of the league and teams and how good the players in the league are. That's why I work so hard. So to me, it's not, okay, I have the best defender in the world on me tonight. I work out like that every day in the off season, so it's just another day.
Yeah, and before the game, Mark separated you guys into kind of classes of sorts. He called Chet a scientist, and he called you and Dub artists. Do you agree with that assessment?
Sure. I'm gonna get like what he means by that, but sure.
Shai, in that fourth quarter, there's some different looks at you. Tatum was on you quite a bit. Just can you talk us through some of the reads you made when they were trying to load up on you, finding Chet on that 3, just through your floor game in the fourth quarter?
Be aggressive, make the right basketball play. Tatum did a good job using his size. He's bigger. But yeah, I just try to. It doesn't really change anything for me. I try to be aggressive, make the right basketball play, play in my strengths.
And then what does it maybe tell you about the guys around you? They're making that big run. You weren't necessarily scoring from the floor in the fourth, but those other guys are able to step up and do those things.
Yeah, I trust them. They work hard. They trust their work. And we're seeing the proof.
Things kind of changed for you guys in the third quarter. What do you feel like the key was to put some distance between you and the
We played fast for sure. We strung together some stops. We rebounded the basketball. Yeah, I would say those 3 things.
More than his numbers being good, Josh seems to be more decisive, more confident. Have you seen a change in his game the last few weeks?
Yeah, he's adjusting to the NBA, adjusting to his style of play. I've said this many times. I expected this from him. He works hard. He's young. I don't know. He's like 21, 22. Teams, they scheme. Once you get to a certain level in the NBA, they scheme. That's what they're doing. They're scheming against him. He's working it out, figuring out through it, and he's attacking them really well as a player.
You guys have been stacking up really impressive wins. Obviously, when you beat the Nuggets a couple times, you beat Minnesota recently. You're a team that's getting circled now on another team's schedule. To be able to beat a team like Boston, what sort of statement are you guys making? How has maybe the perception within of this team changed, even since the beginning of the season?
To be honest with you, like none of that goes through our minds. Every day we just we come to work the same way. Before games we have shoot arounds the same way. We practice the same way. I think we all stay in the moment, and I think that's why we've been able to get better. We just stay in the moment, attack the day, kind of attack the program in front of us, and then we all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day, so we try our hardest every night, and it's leading to values.
guys make a big jump last year. You're making another big jump now. Did you anticipate this kind of, another huge step? How is kind of the way this season's unfolding compared to your expectations as the leader of this team?
Yeah, I think it's gonna sound repetitive, but what I figured out in my career was like throw out expectations, not throw out goals, but like just focus on day in and day out and try to get better every day. And then at the end of it, you'll look up and you'll have 365 days of getting better, and you'll be a better player, a better team. And that's how we attack. That's how we've attacked this, like I guess, last couple seasons, and it's paying off. So hopefully we stay with it and keep getting better.
Shai, in your career, you've already played in a lot of big games, going back to your time with the Clippers in your rookie year, to that year with CP in the bubble. Just getting other guys ready, playing with a bunch of younger teammates, what's the process of that, of just kind of like gearing them up from like development time to like these big time crunch games? Like you see Chet hit that big three at the end of the game.
We have a bunch of high character guys that really want to be really good and win. So it's a winning standard we hold each other to. And if I've been in a situation and they don't know and I can help, I help. If they see something that they can help me, they help me. It goes both ways. At the end of the day, we all really just want to win, and we try to do everything we can. So age and I guess like meds and rough doesn't really come into it. Just if you can help in that situation, you help.
But you learn about yourself, the team. You were up big, lost the lead, but then you close out. When it was different guys making big plays for you to close out. Anything you can take that you can learn from this going forward? I mean, it wasn't a playoff game, but it certainly felt like an important game.
We knew they were gonna throw a punch once we went up big. Obviously, we know who we're playing against. Best record in the league. They've won a lot of games. Got really far in the playoffs. We just wanted to win the game at the end of the night. So that's what it was always about for us. We go up, go down. We just try to attack the next possession, win the next possession, and hopefully at the end of the night we win.
You picked up your fourth foul early in the third quarter.
Yeah,
You usually play the whole third. Any thought of coming out? I know you probably want to, but you didn't look like you let up defensively. You didn't pick up another foul.
Yeah, I try to just be smarter, not reach as much, play games without fouling.
Shai,
Last one to share.
in mentioning Boston's late punch, Mark kind of mentioned that there were some things he wished could have been cleaned up down the stretch while trying to close the game. I'm just curious about your take on just how difficult it is to hold big leads in this league, and what you saw that might have been able to clean up down the stretch.
When you play really good teams, they're never gonna lay down. That's why they're really good. So you go up, the game's not over. So many possessions in a basketball game. Teams shoot so well from the three, like no game is out of hand, especially in the fourth. But what was the second part of your question?
What you felt could have been cleaned up down the stretch?
We were, I remember we were like late to like getting set for a play, and it resulted in a turnover. That's all I really remember. I'm sure there's a lot more. Just being in the moment, it's hard to. But that's all I remember.
And Barry has one more. Last question.
That's a great jacket. Is that in honor of the Celtics being in town?
No, I didn't even realize till I came in the game they told me.